The give out of the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Quickly to the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route?
Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Liberty.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Astronauts offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Astronauts looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The back goes in motion. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. The give to the fullback. The Astronauts get enough to move the chains. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Astronauts.
Number 17.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Salter. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Flames look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Oh, he makes the catch. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop to the 19 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Astronauts will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying play action. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's O'Neal. On the move is the 30. Rams him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll go to the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Astronauts decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Getting some heat. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Got it set up on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Handoff to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Off the play fake. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Astronauts have moved it inside the 20. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Goes to the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's O'Neal. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Astronauts are rolling down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is perfect.
That makes the score Liberty 21, Astronauts 10.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
To kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're setting up the screen. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It would have been a 54-yarder if they tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This offense has a second down play. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Astronauts line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being at.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the misfire now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Salter. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll toss it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's now second and goal.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Liberty.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35. Astronauts 10.
Bringing it out. And the returner goes down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
First and 10.
On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The option look. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Now on the option. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here comes the offense on second down.
Second down coming up.
Sticks it in his belly. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Astronauts are flying down the field.
Good enough for a first down.
On the option. They knock him down right there. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Brings up second down.
Running back goes in motion. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Astronauts will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Smith. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Salter. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going with the ground game left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll run the option. Bounced off his feet.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quick toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, play.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Astronauts, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here comes the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Astronauts will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Quickly out to the tight end. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Flames are threatening in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lucas. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down after the short completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Astronauts will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Slips through the line, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! And the beatdown has ensued.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. They just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500, and let's see where this team can go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. First down for this offense. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll run the option. The pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Liberty! And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over the Pandas.
On the option.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, just keeps firing. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Schwartz. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Astronauts will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The option look. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Neal.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a lot receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Sweet feet on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Astronauts!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
The kick is good.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
63, Astronauts. 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On the option, it's Salter. There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
At the 22. And 1st down.
Here comes the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Astronauts have pushed it inside the 20. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Field goal is good. There is a flag on the play. Now this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Astronauts.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. splits the uprights. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. At the 35, he's loose. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Dances away from 1. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. On the move, it's Lucas. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll put the tight end in motion. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown Flames! And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff to the fullback. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Wants to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Schwartz. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Astronauts will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Running with power. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be 4th down. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Moore. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Hands it off. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Dances away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Salter. Using his feet to buy time. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They think there's room to run to the right here. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Coates. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And the Astronauts will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Trying to get to him. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.